How's it going, guys? Here we are back. Talk about South Africa again, because why the fucking not? First off, I just literally put in South African news. I literally put in that, or SA news, and it came up that apparently South Africa has a genocide case against Israel for the whole Israel-Palestinian war in Giza, Ga, Ga, fuck, I don't know what the place name is, but I know about the war that's happening there because they've basically been fighting over that for centuries. Um, because that place has fucking had different rulers throughout each century. That's just how it goes. And essentially, the guy just brought it up. He's like, "What do you have to say about the case that South Africa has, the genocide case against Israel?" And he's just like, I'm not going to comment on that because I don't have a comment on that. Because basically, in my mind, is like, why the fuck would you worry about South Africa? We basically do nothing. We contribute nothing. The only reason we are still like a no, not even semi, we're already trash status, Rommel status. I don't know what you call it, but it's basically we are not considered a good country by the main countries. But the only reason they still trade with us and include us in decisions is because we are a very resource-rich country. We have a lot of coal, gold. I don't know about the other resources, but I'm pretty sure the main is maybe oil as well, because we did have a few oil rigs and stuff like that. That's the only reason why we are still like invited to any discussion, like for national security and all these things. And yeah, it's just. He basically just said, "Who gives a fuck? South Africa's not gonna do anything." I mean, a year ago when Russia's war started, 2 years ago, I don't even know how long it was. We literally, there was like a whole fucking thing in South Africa. They were like pumped up. They were like, we're gonna fight," and then the general public was like, "Well, whose side are you gonna take?" And they didn't say fucking anything, so we immediately knew they're gonna take Russia's side. Because if you didn't know, ANC was like trained by the USSR. When they became like a parliament party. So yeah, it's a very communistic thing. I mean, they would be very communistic, but they don't do their job, so they're just there. They're just there. Me and my friend, we had a discussion, well, not discussion, but we talked about this. We actually said well, it's my stepbrother. He actually said how good this country will be, and how much less freedom we will have, and how much better it would be if the ANC actually did its job, because it's communistic, man. It's like you would you would be pressed like Russia. Well, not like Russia. Russia's in the bad. I don't know. I haven't been there. I have to experience it firsthand. Hopefully, I don't get assassinated. But yeah, it's just they basically don't give a fuck about our opinion and stuff, because they know it's just gonna fall away. I mean, we're literally like, when you go to school and it is like, let's say go to primary school, grade 1 to 7. You all go to the same, to the same school. You're all in the same grounds. Your classes are just separate and stuff. But once in a while, a grade 7 learner comes across a like little lost child, grade 1 child. Lost child, grade. Okay, I contradict myself with my words that I use, but just wait. So once in a blue moon, there spawns a random grade 1 in front of you, and he just looks at you. And you're intriguing to him because he doesn't know that he's going to be there in the same position in a couple of years, same like forms of depression and fucking just misery, basically. So he doesn't know that. So he's like just in your way. But when he talks to you, you have to talk back because you're the older one. You're the one he has respect for. So you have to treat him with the same amount of respect. It's just, you're just basically doing it for convenience. That's what South Africa they do to South Africa, in my opinion. But yeah, enough about that, because that's not gonna fucking get anywhere. This was 2 days ago, by the way, so it's not that bad. But yeah, just like, why are they gonna do anything about fucking genocide, dude? It's, if another country could have done it with better resources, America, UK, any fucking other country, they would have. But they're not. South Africa's the only dumb people that do this. They just want to stand out a bit more. They want the fucking public eye to see them. And then this thing that came up, I don't know why, is South African food is ridiculous taste test. This is 1 year ago by Sorted Foods. Now, I don't know what you would classify as South African food, because I mean, we just have sausage that you braai instead of barbecue. We braai it on either coals, but mostly we use wood, and the wood gives it like a different taste because it depends on what wood you use. It gets a different taste, in my opinion. And basically, we've got biltong, but that's just dried meat, literally with spiced dried meat. You get different variances of that as well. You get like a more, we call it wetter one, so that's when it's like dried less, and then you get like really dry ones and stuff like that. But it's basically that you get rooibos, which is dried sausage, basically. And then yeah, I don't know. We have fucking what's it called again? Bunny chow. That's basically a loaf of bread stuffed with curry of your choice, and you get like the pieces of bread that they pulled out on the side, and you dip it and you eat it, and then it's basically just that. I don't know why they call it bunny chow. Bunny chow is not the ingredient. A few people have tried to make jokes about it, like Trevor Noah. I think he made jokes about that and shit. But it's just curry, man. It's curry and bread. It's just presented in a different way. Societies, I don't know if societies are like popular overseas. You must have it. It's basically meat on a stick, man. It's literally meat on a stick, cubes of meat on a stick with maybe like some vegetables in between and stuff like that. It's not something that like when you go to this part of the world, everyone's like, wow, you invented this. No, it's just fucking meat, man. That's why I hate meat. It's like every day in South Africa you eat meat. I remember a period in my life where we didn't not have braai meat every fucking day. Like literally every day we just had braai meat, and that makes you pretty like over bread, well not bread over meat in my opinion. But yeah, that's we just okay. Someone sent me a message, but yeah, we just basically we're just here. We don't have any technical unique shit here, in my opinion. We have animals that you don't have, but you already exported most of those animals. So yeah, I don't know why these people keep messaging me. So annoying, but yeah, yeah. It's basically I don't know. South Africa is such a mute subject, bro. It's like once in the blue moon something happens, but it's like someone shot someone in Cape Town, gang versus gang violence and stuff. It's not stuff that gets like really um what's it called? It's not headline stuff, in my opinion. Yeah. There's a lot of sharks. A lot of people died again this December because they all go to Mossel Bay and then they get either chomped by a shark or they drown. Either or. But it's just, I don't know, man. Everyone's talking about this thing. Literally, I'm promising you now, South Africa is only doing this. And it's just to get in the limelight. Here's another thing from Vox why South Africa is still segregated. Oh, that's easily answered. Okay, so the thing about South Africa is we don't have a lot of jobs here. There's a lot of workless people. Our work class is the minimum of people. Like it's very, if you have a job, you must be very proud of it in South Africa because there's a lot of people unemployed. So the thing is, people grow up in these areas thanks to apartheid because it's like what 15 years ago, maybe no, it's been a fucking while. Wait, it's been like 30 years, maybe 40. It's between those two brackets. But they basically grew up in those areas and they don't move out of it. And the thing that our government does splendidly is they give the poor people free houses. Yeah, they give them free houses, and then that's why I think it's a BEE policy or something. Then that's why those areas are mostly like populated by black people. It's because they get it for free. I haven't heard of anyone getting a house free that's white, but that's just how it is, man. The game's the game. The other thing is the reason that other areas are mostly white is because it's generation. It's people don't normally leave their houses. When they grow up, they stay with their children as well because there's a lot of farms, a lot of big houses and stuff. No, not big houses. It's comparatively small to like a American neighborhood. The houses here. So there's also things called locations or townships. It's basically when people go on to a land that they don't own and they just build a house there and they stay long enough that the government legally can't kick them off anymore, so they just get that house. I know a few farmers and stuff where the people just break into their grounds, like where their houses and stuff, and just goes to a part of it and start building there. and then they just stay there, and they can't legally kick them out or do anything against them because in South Africa, I think it's a rule if you stay at a place for 48 hours, it's technically your home now, and you can't get kicked out of it. I think that's an actual rule. So yeah, that's why it's so segregated. The thing is, in like Durban and stuff, it's not. It's more in like the center of what's it called in of South Africa, where no one wants to stay, where it's segregated. Big cities like Joburg, Pretoria, Pietermaritzburg, it's Cape Town. What's Durban's big one? Fucking Ballito. All these places, it's really mixed. You won't even realize it there. It's mostly just places people won't actually visit where you see this. But I'm pretty sure this is a fucking lie. Because even in places where I stay, there's a lot of mix. It's not just one or the other. So yeah, I don't think. Oh, this was 2 years ago, but still 2 years ago. Nah, it's becoming more integrated. It's just it took a while for people to like integrate into the system. If you understand what I mean. Because let's see, this is mostly suburbs. So most, it's gonna sound bad, black people that make it like not big, but at least make a few thousands of rands a month, move to more lavish areas because they want to. I don't know. I've spoken to some of my black friends about this. I worked with them as well. They said, for them, the black people, their people. They said their people. It's not, when they get somewhere, they don't validate themselves through what they got. They validate themselves by comparing themselves to like their friends and the people they knew while growing up. So that's why you'll see people driving these lavish cars and lavish houses that can't actually afford it. It's just because they want to feel like they made it, even though they technically didn't. So it's a whole mindset in South Africa. I'm not gonna lie, there's still like bad blood between blacks and whites some places. I'm not gonna lie, it's become better, but some people still have a grudge against us. There's like, I'm gonna call them the Julius Malemas that really hate us. Because they believe that we stole their land. Meanwhile, there was only certain parts that the Venda and Zulu and other Xhosa clans stayed at, and the most people that like originated in South Africa and didn't move here from other parts of Africa is just the Khoisan. It's literally them. They were here, but they were nomads as well, so they can't just say they claim ground because they literally moved the whole time. But yeah, it's just crazy, man. I don't know. The thing is, I think it's still technically quite fresh, the whole racism thing in South Africa, because we needed another minute to uninstall that DLC, like the rest of the world did. It's just, yeah, I didn't grow up in that. I was born like 10 to 15 years after apartheid ended, I think. I don't know. I don't even know. I couldn't give a shit about it, to be honest. I don't actually know the facts. But yeah, it's crazy how this country is still going on, man. It's not gonna last long. This country's gonna go under pretty soon. That's why I'm trying to do this YouTube shit. It's, in my opinion, the only way I'm gonna get out of here. And because if I become an architect, I'm probably still gonna be stuck in this fucked up country. And the thing with YouTube is I'll have more freedom. It's gonna be easier for me to move overseas and all these things. So that's why I'm hoping for this, because it's gonna be more. It's gonna free me, basically. It's gonna be more freeing. It's gonna free me from this fucked up country. But yeah, any case, hopefully you guys enjoyed me trash talking my country. It is a beautiful country. It's just the people that live here fuck it up. If you are a traveler here, like a tourist, you're probably gonna like it, because you only see the good parts. The bad parts are like fucking around me daily. So I don't like this country. It's not something that I would want to live where I want to live. I don't want to die here either. So yeah. But in case, hope you guys enjoy. If you didn't join, you know what, do like, subscribe, share, notify yourself, and upload my brilliant content by clicking the notification bell. And if you guys just enjoyed, hopefully you like my rambling a bit. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers!